Okay, let's do this. I'm going to read an article called Calls for Softer Tone in Politics Get School Reflection, or I'm sorry, Reception. And I'll put links in the sidebar, but this video is for my students, so you probably have a copy of this. Anyway, let's do it. Calls to reset the tone of politics in the aftermath of Saturday's shooting rampage in Arizona got short shrift on talk radio and elsewhere as left and right traded blame for the massacre. From the right, bloggers and pundits labeled suspected shooter Jared Lee Loughner a leftist, while critics of conservative superstar Sarah Palin accused her of creating a combustible political atmosphere with her behavior and rhetoric. The Saturday shooting in Tucson killed 6 people and wounded 14, including Congresswoman Gabrielle Giffords, who was in critical condition after being shot in the head. Giffords is a Democrat, and many on both sides of America's political divide have cast the shooting in partisan and ideological terms. Liberal critics have been quick to note Palin. Liberal critics have been quick to note Palin, the former Alaska governor and darling of the conservative Tea Party movement, who many expect to make a run for the presidency, had a Facebook page with crosshairs superimposed on a U.S. map showing the districts of 20 House Democrats, including Giffords. While generally classified as a moderate blue dog Democrat, Giffords had supported last year's sweeping health care legislation. After the shooting, the graphic was removed and Palin offered condolences. Liberal commentator and MSNBC host Keith Olbermann, referring to the graphic, hit the issue Saturday night, saying, "If Sarah Palin does not repudiate her own part, however tangential, in amplifying violence and violent imagery in American politics, she must be dismissed from politics." His comments have since been echoed elsewhere by liberal commentators, bloggers, and critics. Influential conservative commentator Rush Limbaugh, whose daily radio talk show reaches millions, said the Democrats and the left were taking political advantage of the incident to clamp down on right-wing dissent. They are trying to turn it into a political advantage by accusing people who had nothing whatsoever to do with this sordid, unfortunate event. I was blamed for the Oklahoma City bombing in 1995, he said. What this is all about is shutting down any and all political opposition and eventually criminalizing it. Criminalizing policy differences, at least criminalizing policy differences, at least when they differ from the Democratic Party agenda, he added. Fox TV host and fellow talk radio commentator Glenn Beck echoed Limbaugh on his radio broadcast on Monday. This is something they have been waiting for a while. The script has already been written, Beck said of liberals who linked the shootings to rightist rhetoric. He also said he had exchanged emails with Palin and asked her to seek protection for her family. Quoting from his email to Palin, Beck said he wrote to her, "I know you're feeling the heat on this. You know you have my support. Please look into protection for your family. An attempt on you could bring the Republican down. There are nut jobs on all sides." Tea Party bloggers and others on the political right have said Loughner was a leftist. Conservative news site WorldNet Daily featured a headline that read, "Assassins' politics lean left-wing, quite liberal. Communist Manifesto, Mein Kampf, listed as alleged gunman's favorite reads." Thank you for watching. This is a bit of a difficult article to read, but you will see this a lot in the news this week, so it's good to start studying. I'll put links or the article in the sidebar or the description, wherever it is, and I'll see you in class. Bye-bye.